The enlightenment chases. Royalties of peace. We are stealing the storms back to peace that has no storm while holding on to perfect peace. This is episode 61 of the Golden Age podcast, July 23rd of 2025 by Maris Free Lefan. Today, our talk is on treason. Let's talk a little bit about treason. Generally explained on Oxford dictionaries online to mean the crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill the sovereign or overthrow the government. Might have been touched by politics of recent, but let us please understand its roots to be able to know how to handle what we have in observation. Before we jump into conclusions, let us first understand what this figurative plane in front of us is actually interpreting onto us. The people. We are the citizens of the human world. The United States of America is the miniature of a human world. And what is this to us? The subset of a human world must know its purpose and what is taking place of interventions to reach that perfect goal of enlightenment. We are the highest of enlightenment of all creatures, able to go far and wide in search for knowledge. We are the government. When we take a look at the politics of the United States of America, we actually take a look of the basics of all politics all over the world. Yes, His Excellency President Abraham Lincoln governing of the people made this famous phrase: the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. What is the earth? The government of the people, by the people, for the people shall not perish from the earth. Let us reflect on what we mean by treason. If we are the people, we must take this serious. For the sake of the young generation looking onto us, we must enable a high-tech world with experience of reasoning. His Excellency President Donald Trump, at his inauguration, emphasized that he stands on common sense in his government. He stated that his government must be driven by the common sense of Sir Thomas Paine. The goal of the common sense of our forefathers, knowledge, judgment, of the universal, to prevent us from being subdued, with deficit, common sense, to work with justice for the sake of America's revolution. USA will soon be 250 years. Must we be able to interpret the purpose of this journey? Common sense in relation to the Constitution indicates there is need for upgrade of every enlightenment achievement. The need to not keep tradition, but for tradition to reach reasoning. What is our crime of being the people? We may ask today. After all the conflicts and battlefields with our own government, being the people, who make the government, how can we elect one with whom we war? Could we not have reason enough? Or do people change on the way? Did we not perceive the conflicts? Or are we struggling with a knowledge deficit? For sure, all that is being exposed is very true, but the people's struggle is the exaggeration of walking upon it. The cry for traveling mercies and not complicated grief. Yes, we have come to the awareness of our weaknesses, but must we understand if someone steps on your foot on purpose or not, it hurts. And for sure, you need relief. But what remains is how the problem maker heals. The one on purpose will surely suffer more than the one who stepped on your foot not on purpose. Yet we know that even the one who says that they committed the crime on purpose are even of more complicated recovery than the one who did it ignorantly or not on purpose. The one who did it ignorantly or not on purpose are able to recover easily than the one who did it on purpose. Both are criminals, but how they will recover will depend on how they are being taken care of. There must be separation of both victims. The one not on purpose will have a short term of recovery, while the other on purpose a long term to recovery. We might have learned of hospice care for such a one, a long term recovery and care being given until they reach a destination perfect, while the other can recover early enough, like expected, for one not under hospice care. A short term leave in the hospital. We must all give each other a chance to recover. It's not about condemning, it's about exposing where our weaknesses are, and we need each other to do so effectively for the sake of the young generation. It is all right for you to judge me, and it's all right for me to judge you. But we must judge to recover, knowing the differences of those who encounter doing things on purpose against our government. For no one wants to do wrong, it can only be out of frustration. It must only come from a disabled mind. Some have more complicated battlefields of the mind than others. Power cannot really explain, but wisdom. Taking the government by power is never enough if you have not one with wisdom by your side. The people must be of wisdom if their governing president is of power. The president needs his people. The president needs the people of the government. Talking about treason, the crime of betraying one's country. How can we avoid treason? Should be what we should be asking ourselves today, and not even trying to find who is guilty, for we are all guilty. Ignorantly or not. For if we understand the purpose of our forefathers today, we know we are all guilty. Even when not educated, you fall victim ignorantly. But you can heal earliest, and that will give more room for those with more complicated grief, who claim to have known, but fall victim for one reason or the other. Complicated grief, complicated mental disabilities. We are all guilty. If you had ever dreamt of having a child, you are guilty. You may say, how? It is the blessing of the land, but the Constitution doesn't say so. If we understand the history of our forefathers, after taking the American history of the United States of America, I have been so overwhelmed of how much we miss because of our increase in number. We are so disrupted, distracted by our increasing in number than rather increasing in knowledge. Being purposeful comes about exposing the crime of knowledge deficit, the reason for treason all over the world today. Betraying our own world. Our world is our nation. What is the earth? The reflection of our mind. The mirror image of our mind is what we are experiencing. Should not deprive us from understanding where we are heading to. Let's not forget who we are, paying attention more on what is on the mirror. For what is on the mirror is only our image, a true being. Requires care, the mind, the inner sanctum, the perfect peace, yearns for perfection. Assuring us we can never kill goodness. We can never kill our sovereignty. We can never kill the sovereignty of a nation. When we say that treason is one who attempts to kill the sovereign, is to help us realize that we can never kill sovereignty. Thinking thinking about it is only an assurance of forbidden. It's rather the drawing of a line, never to make it possible. It gives us enforcement to draw a solid line, a big wall that no one can pass through. It is impossible to kill our sovereignty or overthrow our government. Our government is enlightenment. Our government is perfect peace. Therefore, we are only dreaming in the name of increasing in number. The mirror image we are focused upon should not be forever. For when you look at yourself in the mirror, is to ensure that you are well dressed. Not that the mirror image is perfect. This regarding the reality. Looking through the mirror is for you standing outside the mirror. Whatever stain is on the mirror can never stain the one standing outside of the mirror. We are experiencing the one in the mirror, what we call the earth. Papa Abraham Lincoln said it right. Of the people, by the people, for the people. For the earth not to perish, but fulfill its purpose, takes the one standing outside the mirror of perfection accomplished. Our inner sanctum, where our forefathers lay, at rest awaiting for us to join them. For completion must be achieved of a holistic state of being. The reason why treason is being exposed, the awareness of the mirror image, experiencing stains on the mirror, is to fix the mirror for the image to present effectively what the being is outside the mirror. A perfect reflection must the earth be to the inner sanctum. Let us not be deceived or confused of trying to keep the increasing in number of the mirror image when we are trying to fix the mirror surface. We might have looked like the fallen beings, overthrowing the enlightenment, overthrowing our government, but only in the process of chasing enlightenment to perfection. We are not perfect yet, therefore we are in the process to becoming perfect. Remediating each other, restoring each other, of none left behind. Where both black and white minds meet is for the black mind to become the white mind. The students learn from the teachers to become equal and not trying to make new students. Let this reflection help us reflect on treason, inquiring, reasoning, common sense to help our government 2025 before 250 years of celebration of the United States of America. Thank you.